Vov, which is not only self in the classic sense, but only Tchila is present in A, all the Giluyim, and B, even a big Yechiddush, even in actual creation. So all of this is mukhrich. Mukhrich perforce this what? This true bligvul, the true Ein Sof, investure of the Eibishter himself in his expression and in his creation. We see this in Avodas Adam. Tini Yadua Tres Magid Al Maimer Chazal Gdel Masit. The Gemara says the creation of man in the singular, but the creation of the Mishkan, which is made by man, is Mikdash Adnai Kinenu Yodecha, that the Mishkan of the Lord was established by your hands, built by us, and yet it uses the plural, which shows that Maisat Achtoinim, Maisat Tzadikim is greater than the creation of heaven and earth. What's the beer? The pnimi is Maisat Bereisha Soya Yesh Ma'ayin. So explains the Magid. The Maisat Bereishis is going from nothing to something, or something from nothing. Dikir Chiddush is where we're going from. It's Me'ayin, we're going to Yesh. That's why he puts that in brackets. Because what's the starting point? The starting point is Ayin. And then from nothing, Hashem creates out of nothing. But the greater Chiddush is Tzadikim Moishe Yesh Ayin, and it's a miracle. It's greater than the miracle itself. Like the famous Gemara there to take back the golden leg without repeating the whole Harichas. My internet is unstable. You hear me? Huh? You do? Not so good. So I don't know.
Maybe go off internet. Off Wi-Fi. Maybe if you go off Wi-Fi, there will not be interruptions.
So the moving, the shayla is like this. What is the level that we can reach through our avodah? It's the level of ayin, the immediate source of creation. This is a level that a person can reach. In other words, God as creator. We are created being, so we can from our own creation, existence, understand and acknowledge there's a creator. We also acknowledge that the creator is beyond us. It's ayin. We can't define the creator. But that is a logical extension. Is higher than the level of ayin, which is the creative force, the true bligvul, in other words, the midas bligvul. So on this it says, if you acted righteously, what have you given him? Nothing. It means you haven't touched him. And if you've sinned exceedingly, what have you done to him? It's a rhetorical question in Iyuv. The answer is again, nothing. Why? Because it's a level fundamentally inaccessible by Nivroim. It's more the Rai and Gemara from the spring of Atom, that a Nivra cannot go beyond its source. Yad She'omru, the Medrash says, the Eibishter says, that in the beginning he created light and he created darkness. And the Eibishter said, any day Be'ezem Mem Chofetz. I don't know which one I want. The Masem Shel Tzadikim Alehipech. And then he subsequently chose light over darkness. Masem, the deeds of Tzadikim, of the deeds of the Rishoyim. But that's a lower level. The Bechira of one, it would seem, over the other is a lower level, and the transcendent level where all is equal. What's the question therefore? How could it be said that tzaddikim reach only the level of ayin? It's greater than Maisa Shemayim va'aretz. You can't reach higher than the source of creation. Maisa Shemayim va'aretz is creation. So to say that tzaddikim, in other words, avodah, we can reach our source. So how we say
Rabbi knew try without Wi-Fi, you'll probably do better. You're going in and out.
It's really scary. So how can we say that the Meister said they can reach reaches only the level of ayin? It's greater than creation, yeshma ayin. And we said before that creation is in such a way that what invested in creation is the true bligvul, not just Eilei Sab, but Eilei Tchila. Shu ha-moed ein sof, sha'oiru ke'ein ha-moed. The oid is a fate, the whole deek of the mind, but oid kishala atzma is bakabola, but the teva of oid, which is me'ein ha-moed, which is the choice of the mo'oid, not the nature of oid. We'll revisit this again, a new different oid just a little bit. But the choice of the mo'oid, in fact, therefore is ke'ein ha-moed, u'mohusiv atzmusa shala maitzah baruch hu, and the revelation, therefore, the very essence of the maitzah, that he is because he is, and he is, and not a result, God forbid, of any cause that precedes him. This is all carried by the oil. This is all carried in creation. So this is something that we can reach to in our Veda. How is it possible? But we do. Why? Because the emphasis, it's invested in creation. The Indian is that Abish invested his very atzmiyus higher than creator in creation. Even on the one hand, that the level which is higher than that which a person can reach naturally through his avodah, which is his immediate source, his immediate, traceable, logical source. So there it's dark and light are equal, totally beyond the whole system. It's if you did good or bad, it's all equally insignificant. Yes, so that, friends, that level is classic Ein Sof. Classic Ein Sof. Classic Ein Sof, which is Yesh Tchila, but Ein Sof is this darga. All finite things are equally insignificant. But then mitzad the atzmiyus, mitzad B'chiris atzmos, which is invested in the oil at the end of the day, because the oil is me'in ha'moir mamish. There God chose, no, this and not that. Higher than, in other words, higher than classic infinite. Classic infinite means that everything fundamentally is equally insignificant. This is the whole thing of Purim. That Hama wanted to reach this level of Goyro, where everything, where Hama and Mordechai is b'shava. He argued, take your mask off and reveal your true faith. Not only you don't care, you can't. It's that classic, Ein Sof, classic, believe everything else is insignificant. So this is the so this is the whole point of the Maimber of Maila Madin Ketzel, Mata Madadin Tachlis is the Atzmius Hagilui. etzem ha'oir. It's sometimes referred to. In the words of the Maimon now, is in Naila Valmut Yosef, there's a deeper level than the level of Kashecha Ka'oira, which is again classic Ein Sof. Shenikra Pomin Pnimius Amakiv. Something that's called not just Amakif, which is classic Bligvul, Pnimius Amakiv, wherein the Etzem lies, and the Abish is not mugable to Ein Sof either. There he chooses, he wants the Maaseh, he wants mitzvahs, and he consults with the neshamas of tzaddikim whether to create. So there's an agenda, and his transcendent giloi is he goes beyond even that, as it were. As the pasuk concludes, that even though Yaakov and Esav are brothers are equal, which is Chashecha Ka'oira in the face of Bligvul, but nonetheless, Yaakov is Esav Sanesi. I chosen to love Yaakov and to hate injustice and evil. Here is the level of Bechira Sa'atzmus Mamish. The Yiv Chalon Stachal is saying this again, Yaakov Shoev Selah, that he chose. There's two titles for us, but he chose us as his inheritance. Goin Yaakov, the excellence of Yaakov, which he loves Selah forever. This is the true free choice. Only the Eibush, only Atzmus Mamish is Bechira Chavshis, free of all cheshbonis and agendas and milas and chesronis, because he's utterly above it. The true Bechira can only happen in the Etzem, because the moment you speak about Oir, there's already a Netiya, there's already a revelation, acknowledgement of something else. And if there's something else, that something else affects. And if it affects, therefore, there is that which affects positively and which affects negative. So true Bechira comes not from any darga of Oir. The true Yivchal Lona can only be mitzad the Etzem Mamish. He says, whenever there's Gilui, so Gilui acknowledges already otherness, and therefore there's the effect of otherness at the most subtle level, but some level there is. Yesh tekva'in shall nitiya. It's interesting in the Ha'ara, what does he say to look? In the Yisavas and the Kutasicha Selik Dalit. Bakabam Makayim says it. In the Rebbe's memory, and in the Rebbe Shabbos memory. Oh, he should bring right now. Come over, maybe Rad Mara Shabbat. And now, like it's understood, so this is Umbucha. What's Umbucha? How did all ice begin to stop here? The whole that the Eibush from the highest to the lowest, and it is the lowest creation. Magodlu Marabba Masecha is Muchrich in Avodah. That we see that Gdolim Ma'aseh Tzadikim and Ma'aseh Shemayim V'Oretz. That it yields avodah or mamish atzmos classic, infinite, but essential glory and truth. Okay, continue tomorrow.